What's up guys, UDT here with another episode of Recreate. Anyway guys, so today for this episode we're going to be recreating the Half-Life 2 gravity gun. Now the first thing you're going to need to do is get yourself your basic first person or third person character clone. In my case, I'm going to use the one that I recreated in a previous episode, so you can go down to the description below for a link for that if you want to follow that. Just a quick couple minute video, or you can use any of the Unreal Engine 4 default ones, it's up to you, it makes no difference. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and call this Gravity Gun. Don't worry about that message that popped up there, it's just a little warning thing saying that sometimes the code will break when you clone things. I've only ever had issues with that with big project files, so anything small like this you shouldn't have any problems with. Okay guys, so once we get into our project, we're going to go ahead and open up our character. In my case, sorry, it's a third person character. And then you shouldn't already have these two here. Just going to quickly delete those. It's something I had from when I was originally making it. Anyway, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pick our key that we're going to have as our option to pick it up. So in my case, I'm going to be using E. And I have to actually go find the key now. Now if you want, you can do this as an input. Pretty sure I passed it. Kind of annoying doing it this way when you're just searching for one singular letter. Because, you know, obviously a fair few words have E in it. Here we go. And then E. Here we go. Okay, so from pressed, we're going to drag out. We're going to do a flip-flop. Now, if you're interested in what any of these things do and how I actually set it all up, I'll go through and explain at the end. But for now, I'm going to leave it. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and make a physics handle active boolean. We're going to drag this one out, set, connect that. Make sure we set that one to true. We're going to copy paste that, connect that one to B, leave that as false. Put a little space between them. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and come back into our variables, and we're going to make a physics handle. And then we're going to go ahead and make this one a I think it's called physics handle actually. Collision handle, constraint handle, handle component. There we go. Kind of forgot what that one was called. I have two of them. Yeah. Probably delete one of them. Okay, but anyway, we're gonna drag that out, and then we're gonna get a is valid, and we'll connect that. Okay, sorry about that. I forgot I have to drag out from this one, and then we go release component, and then we connect it up here. It's been a while since I've actually made this, so I have to keep going back to look at my notes. Because normally whenever I need to add something like this to a game or like a test for a game that I'm making, I just like copy paste the files that I already have, so I don't have to redo it all. Okay, now basically what this does is whenever it plays or executes, sorry, option B here, it will set physics handle to active, and then it comes to here and it checks to see if physics handle is valid, and then if it is, it releases a component. So basically what that does is if it's already activated, which will play the first time I press E, it'll play through the whole thing where I pick up the object. And if I press E again, it'll play through B, and then this one, it just drops the component. You'll see what I mean when it actually comes time to me showing you it and making it. But for now, we're gonna make a line trace. Line trace for objects. There we go. We're gonna drag this out, so we'll need a bit of space for this one. I'm actually gonna bring that down here and then just move it out of the way. Now if you're wondering how I did that, I just double clicked on the line here, and then you can create one of these and move it around. Anyway, we're gonna now come and get our camera and drag that out, and then from follow camera, we're gonna do get world location. And then we're going to go plus vector. And then from this one, we're gonna make a get forward vector. Oops, get forward vector. Give ourselves a bit more space. And then from this one, we're gonna drag out. We're gonna do times. And we're gonna do that one by float. And then we need to make a option for pickup distance. Basically, at the moment, once I finish coding all this, when you pick up an object, you'll pick it up, but it won't like have a set way of how far to pick it. So you could pick it up from like 1,000 units away, or you could pick it up from 1 unit away. And by setting this, it'll give you a way to make sure that you have it set to a certain distance so that your player in the game can't pick it up from an insanely far distance. So we're going to create one, call it pickup distance. We're going to set it to a float. Then we're going to drag it out onto this one. Okay, now from this one, we're going to hook it up to here. And then we're going to drag this one into the end. And this one into start. So basically what happens is, it's a line trace that shoots out, and the beginning of the line trace starts from our follow camera. And then the end of it is from the forward vector of the follow camera. So right in front of it going out in a straight line. And then it times that by the pickup distance, which we'll set to probably around 250 to 1,000. It depends on what you want. And then it adds them two together, and then that's the end point, so the furthest point that the line trace will go to. That way that you can't pick stuff up from an insanely far distance. Anyway, we need to now create a object type. So we're going to do that by making yet another variable. And then we're going to call this one physics object type. And then we're going to make this a... it's not there. Enumerator. Pretty sure it's this one. The object type. That is not right. Object type query. There we go. And then we gotta make sure that we make that an array. And compile, save that, add a element to it, and then select, where is it? Physics body. I think that's born, physics body, there we go. And we're gonna drag that one out, we're gonna hook it up to our objects type. Just compile, that'll fix the error. Okay, I don't think I really need any of this. If you want to have your debug on, just so you can see the line trace and how far it's going out, you can leave it on. I'm just going to tick this one here. But other than that, you don't need anything. Again, if you want to see debugs, you just set it here, and then you set the color and how long it lasts for, but I don't need that. I've already tested it a bunch. Okay, so about that, we're going to break the hit results. We're just going to go break hit, and then pop that down, put that into out hit, and we're going to bring that down a fair bit. We're going to get our where is it? Pickup distance again. We're going to set it this time, connect it, and then we're going to come down into the break hit result. We're going to drag out from location, and we're going to set that into a minus vector. Okay, I'm just going to drag this one down so it looks better. You don't have to do that. We're going to get actor location. And then we're going to go into vector length. And then, I didn't drag that out far enough still. Connect that one. And then we're going to come up here again. We're going to create another variable. So we're going to make a color item rotation. We're going to set this one to a rotator. And make sure it's just a single variable, not an array. I'm going to drag that one out, I'm going to set it, and then I'm going to connect it. Then we're going to go and get actor rotation. How does it look straight? It is straight. Yeah. And then down from the bottom here, I'm going to come down into hit component, drag out, go get mass. And then we're going to go less than equal to. Leave this one as 500. And then... oh, actually, you know what I forgot to do? I need to make a branch, and the condition is the return value. If you want, you can like move that line around to make it neater, but I'm not too fussed by it. And then if it's true, then we go into another branch, and we can connect that one all the way down here. Okay, sorry about that. Just figure out how to do something again. Anyway, so we have to go get actor transform. And then from get actor transform, you drag out, we go add physics handle component. Make sure you do it this way and don't drag it out from here, because as you can see when I dragged out from here, it didn't have relative transform added onto it, which is something we need. I actually had to go look that one up because I forgot how to do that. And then from here, we then select our physics handle, we go set, connect both of those two up, and then we now need to go ahead and create our physics object. Now this is what lets us select which object type or which object actor, I guess would probably be the best way, we actually select in game. Now I have 1M cube selected. I don't really know why. I just came. We haven't actually made our object yet, unless you guys have already. Then I guess you can put that in. But as soon as I make the object, we'll come back and put it in here. So just remember that. Alright, we're gonna drag that out and go set. Oops. Connect to. And then we need to come all the way back now. And we're actually going to make, where is it? Pick component. Let's connect that up here. I'm going to make a long ass line coming way out, because we're going to need this a couple more times here still. And then I'm going to come all the way back. I'm actually going to bring this back a touch so the line kind of curves up. I'm gonna go and make a grab. Can I not do it that way? Do I have to go maybe from here? Ah, what am I doing wrong? Oh, maybe it's out of this one. Right, there we go. Grab component at location. I always get confused when I can't just drag it out from one of these and I have to have a certain one to do it. And then we're going to come from here, select that one, and put it into component. And then we're going to come all the way back. And then out of location, drag that all the way over here and set our grab location as that one. And then our hit bone name, we're going to select that and drag it all the way to the end and put it in here. Now, assuming I haven't messed anything up, that should be correct. Gonna glance over and make sure I got it all right. It looks right. Yep, that looks good. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna name this. We're gonna call this interaction with interactable. I spelled that wrong. Object. Yeah. Now, this shouldn't be working properly, but I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to go blueprint class actor. I'm going to call this BP underscore interactable object. And then I'm going to double click, open that up. We're just going to add a cube to it. And leave it full size because I don't need to change it. We're going to simulate physics. Let's give it a massive, I don't know, like 10. I'm wanting to lock rotation. All this does is make it so it doesn't spin. If you do want it to spin, then you can go ahead and unlock that. I think that's all I need to do. We're going to go ahead, compile, save, add this into the game. Press E, and I haven't set a couple things. Pick up distance. I'm gonna go ahead and set that to like 500. Set actives off. Pick up distance is 500. We did that. Object type. Need to call interactable object. Anyway guys, I'm going to end this episode here. If you want to see the rest of this project in part 2, just go ahead and click the link below or watch until the end screen pops up and select it there. Anyway guys, see ya.